Will Keffe D's wild accusation have Diddy catch a new case? Find out exclusively on Truth Talks Live.
What's up, truth tellers? We are here again for day 9 of the Tupac Shakur murder trial. You are watching Truth Talks Live, and we've been here the whole time. Day 1 through 9, we have been broadcasting the trial. Whoop. Sorry about that. We've been broadcasting the whole trial, and it has been many things. Today, we are starting the defense side of the case. The defense in chief's case is starting today. If you were with us yesterday, it was a short day. The prosecutors then finally wrapped up their primary case and tossed it over to the defense. The judge did admonish Keffe that if he wants to testify, it's certainly up to him, but he does not have to. We're taking bets here in the chat. We think he's going to testify. This man has talked for 30 years. So why would he not talk to save his life at this point? He talked his way into a court case. He talked his way into a murder case. So maybe he can talk his way out. So let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat if you think Keffe is going to take the stand, but also let us know where you're watching our show from. Rep your city in the chat. Hashtag, I'm in Atlanta now. I was in Las Vegas all last week for the trial, but I'm in Atlanta. I'm Miss Jody, and I'll be with you throughout this trial. And at the lunch break, do not leave us, because at lunch break, we have a special exclusive audio from Suge Knight. And it's all about Suge Knight talking about when he heard from Keffe D that Keffe D finally admitted he killed Tupac. It's very long. It's about 40 minutes long, so it's going to take the whole lunch period, but you do not want to miss it. Court will begin shortly. We'll be right with you. Make sure you like and subscribe. In fact, smash that like button for us. Keep our algorithm high. Hit that notification bell, because when we have exclusives like we have today, we just go live. And so you need a notification bell to let you know when we go live so you don't miss all these really juicy exclusives. All right, I'm your host, Jody G. I'll be right back with you on the other side.
Will Keffe D's wild accusation have Diddy catch a new case? Find out exclusively on Truth Talks Live.
Back on record. This is going to be C377407. We are now into defense case. Defense has a couple witnesses to get through. State has some rebuttal witnesses on deck in case they decide they want to call them. Anything we need to address outside the presence?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Okay, let's bring the jury in.
That'd be a good idea. Yeah, I agree. Which one calls first?
Stand for the jury.
The party stipulates the presence of the jury.
Yes.
You may be seated. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now into the defense case in chief. Mr. Stamp, who will be your first witness?
Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to call Stan Height. Please stand.
Okay.
You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You may be seated. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Stan Height, Hyt.
Thank you, sir. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Stamp, you may proceed.
Sir, I'm turning your attention back to the year of 1996.
Yes.
How were you employed?
I was with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I was an officer working overtime on that date.
Okay, and when you say you were working overtime, how does that worwork exactly? Explain to the jury.
When there's certain special events, they ask people to, officers to sign and volunteer to work overtime assignments. They pay time and a half.
And you know what the reason was for the need for additional officers on this particular night?
It was a night that Mike Tyson was fighting. It was a collective of people getting together for partying. They wanted to keep the peace, basically, keep things civil.
Right, and with regards to those types of events back in the day when we had boxing as our main feature,
Right.
There's a couple of us in the audience that probably is unfamiliar with how Las Vegas was. Can you describe for us a little bit about the just overall amount of people coming to Las Vegas for something like a fight?
Well, Mike Tyson was a big name. Obviously, I'm sure most of you all know him. He was making like $30 million a fight. He was winning his fights within a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I think that particular night he did also. He won one of his fights, got paid big, and they were ready to party.
Now, and just to be fair, your role was not to deal with the Mike Tyson fight.
No, it was the Sugar Night event. Yeah.
So you were, and just explain a little bit for the jury, what were your role that night? What were you supposed to be doing?
Basically, just keep the peace, make sure there was no fights, no shootings, nobody get killed type thing.
Okay.
That was basically our.
And when you say you were there to make sure to keep the peace, where exactly were you?
At Suge Knight's residence, there were several of us hired to do this assignment.
I'm now going to show you what's been marked and admitted
Yeah, well, admitted by stipulation, Judge.
Okay.
by stipulation. Looks like defense BBB, defense AAA, defense YY. May I approach her?
Okay. Those may be admitted.
Just take a look at these until maybe recognize.
Yes, that's the area that we were assigned, right?
You have
That's the entry. Okay, yeah.
And then just look at this one as well.
It's the same one. And that's an extended view of it, yeah.
May I approach you, Honor?
You may.
Showing you what's been marked as defense exhibit YY. This, can you explain to the jury what this image is here?
This is a neighborhood involved. The green area, the park area up above would be,
So what you can do, sir, because we don't have a way for you to
Okay.
do that. First and foremost, is this an overall view of the Las Vegas Strip? Looks like the airport and a few other things.
yes.
Okay. You could actually step down off
Okay.
chair one and just point to an area that we're talking about. But before you do that, I'm going to show you what's been marked and admitted already as defense exhibit AAA. Do you recognize this photograph?
Yes.
Okay. And can you explain to the jury what this photograph is?
That's the area of the, I think it's Sierra Rancho Estates, where Suge Knight lived.
Okay. So up over here, just for the jury's edification, what would this be?
That's just a desert area.
Okay. Are you sure that's not the airport?
Is it? I don't see any runways, but
Okay.
I'm gonna have to take your word on that one.
That's fine.
Okay.
Down over here, do you recognize what this is here?
It's a golf area. Uh-oh.
You can get a little closer if you want to that screen if it helps you with your vision.
You know, this is 20 years ago, and I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's almost 30 actually.
Yeah, basically just Sunset Park, the whole, that's all.
All right. If you could just help us out real quick and just point to the general area in which you were assigned that particular night.
Okay, I believe it was, I can't with any certainty, I'm sorry.
That's okay. So what we're looking at
You
here.
know, it was adjacent to the park, I'm not getting the, it's been too long for me.
Okay. You can guys just sit down for that. Don't worry about that.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. It's been 30 years. Now, let me ask you this, though. Fair enough to say, as a police officer, if you are called to testify, God forbid, 30 years after an event occurs, what would be the material you would use to help refresh your
My
record?
officer's report at the time.
Right, and with regard to these officers' reports, for instance, critical piece of your tool set as a police officer?
Very critical.
So like in this case there, and you don't remember 30 years later certain things? Yes?
Right.
Okay,
I've really never patrolled that area. That was just an assignment for that one night for me.
sure,
I've always been in the Northwest, so
no
I
worries.
wish I could have identified Suge Knight's residence better.
Now, in this particular regard, I'm going to turn your attention to the Suge Knight residence. Can you tell us what you actually did at the residence?
I was with another officer and we were at a gate and we basically stayed at the gate while an entourage of vehicles came through. Approximately 15 vehicles came through and the last one being Suge Knight's.
Okay, now with regard to the entourage of vehicles, where did they go?
In through the gate. I never went in through the gate, so I didn't see where they went after they entered the gate.
Okay, and with regard to the vehicles that went in, did you recognize or give note of any of the vehicles that were in there?
The last one was Suge Knight's. It was a cream colored Cadillac.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I just want to make sure, the last one that you had was a cream colored Cadillac?
Yes.
And why do you remember that vehicle?
Just pointed out to me at the time. It was occupied by two black males.
Okay,
And I didn't know Suge Knight at the time. I was kind of, interested in, looking for Tyson at the time. And they just pointed that vehicle out to me as Suge Knight's.
yeah. And fair to say though, that at sometime in the future, you were asked to obviously write a report on that particular issue.
Yes,
That was your officer's report.
yes.
And in that officer's report, did you include the mention of a cream colored Cadillac with two black male adults in it?
I did.
Now, after your view of the Cadillacs going into the residence, how long after that did the shooting of Tupac Shakur occur?
Probably half an hour later that they came out. And it was probably 10 minutes later, Mike Tyson actually entered. It's probably another 10 minutes after he came out again. And it was probably 10 minutes after that the shooting took place.
Okay, and just for the jury's edification, when you say Mike Tyson entered, meaning he came into the residence?
He came in, but not with the entourage of the first 15. First 15 vehicles went into the gate. They all came out again. Mike Tyson went in the gate. He came out, and then we left. And at that point, maybe it was approximately 10 o'clock, I think the shooting took place.
Sir, I have no further questions of you. Thank you.
Okay.
Hang on. Hang on, Mr. Height. They might be cross.
Oh,
Mr. DiGiacomo, do you have any cross?
Very little. Officer Height,
yes, sir.
if you could explain to ladies and gentlemen of the jury, when officers at the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department want to work overtime, they can sign up for special events, and then the police department assigns you where to go for that particular event.
Yes,
And usually that works by a business or a lawyer or something setting up with the sheriff or one of the sheriff's employees a special request for, hey, I want officers for this particular event.
we have a special event. We had a special events section of the police department that businesses that would promote events would contact, and they would ask how many, they would ask how many officers they need, and officers would be called, and then we would show up at the assigned locations.
And so on this particular night, it was Metro that assigned you to this location in order to keep the peace for whatever reason.
Yes,
You indicated that you were mainly at the guard gate,
yes,
and you saw a sequencing of events that occurred at the guard gate.
yes.
At some point after the homicide, did somebody direct you to write your report?
Yes,
And during the course of that, did you know well, first of all, who directed you?
I believe it was my lieutenant at the time.
We should document this.
Yes,
And one of the things you documented was not only that you were there, but that the guard gate security detail was called Allied Security, and that they maintained a log of the vehicles that went in and out.
I believe that's correct.
Thank you very much. Nothing further.
Anything further, Mr. Sam?
Yes, Mr. Hyde, just one final thing. When you're doing this kind of work, it's for additional hours, right?
Yes,
What were you wearing on that particular night?
uniform,
And is that always the case?
yes,
So even if you're like, say, not at Suge Knight's residence, but say at some other club area in the parking lot, you'd still be wearing your uniform?
yes.
Okay, no further questions, John.
There are different bureaus that can get assigned different things. I was uniformed, so I was always uniformed. There may be detectives or others that would respond differently, but my assignments were I was uniformed, so I was always in uniform.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
1 second.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, any questions for this witness? We have some. A couple questions from our jurors. Did you notice any damage or bullet holes on any of the cars that came through the gates at Suge Knight's residence, especially the white Cadillac?
No, there was no damage on them.
No damage. Were any of the crew members carrying guns?
I didn't see any guns on any of the entourage people, no, because they were all in their cars. We all had guns,
Okay, got it.
uniform,
Got it. Did you see the cream-colored Cadillac leave?
yes. They all left.
Okay, when was that?
Close to 10 o'clock, I would say,
Okay,
maybe 9:30-ish.
got it. Mr. Stamp, any further questions?
No, Your Honor.
No,
Okay, thank you. Now you're free to go,
Okay.
Mr. Hyde. Have a good day.
you too.
Thanks. Mr. Stamp, your next witness.
Thank you. Your Honor, we'd like to call Charles Mangrum, please, to the stand.
Charles Mangum. Okay.
You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Do.
You may be seated. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Charlie Mangrum, CHARLIEMANGRUM.
Thank you, sir. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Stamp, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Mangrum, turn your attention back 30 years from now,
Okay.
on the night of September 7th, 1996, what were your employee doing?
I was assigned as an overtime officer in charge of 3 other police officers to monitor a party that was supposed to happen at Suge Knight's house located on Tamiyasu.
Okay, I'm going to show you here some maps. I just want to see if you can help identify where this is located. May I approach?
Yeah, you may.
for the record, showing you what's been marked and admitted. That's not good. This would be Defense Exhibit CZ.
You don't have that? That one's not admitted yet.
Oh, it has not. Let me get that back up here. This is Defense Exhibit YY, Defense Exhibit AAA, and Defense Exhibit BBB. Just take a look at this one. When you're done.
Okay,
You recognize those aerial photographs?
yes.
Let me just go ahead and say that they've been admitted already by a stipulation between the parties. I'm going to just put this up on the screen for everyone to see.
Okay.
So with regards to the first photograph here, which would be, I'll take it from this. The first aerial view here, this would be Defense Exhibit YY. You recognize this?
I told him it wasn't admitted.
Yes.
Now, just a general idea though, what is this a image of?
It's an aerial view of the gated community where Suge Knight lives.
Okay.
Of Tamiyasu.
All right, and just because of the fact that we're looking at an overall aerial view, it looks like it's Las Vegas.
Yes.
Can you step down and just point to the jury where on this photograph is the location of Suge Knight's house?
On this.
Yeah, you can step down. Thank you, sir.
This was a gate. Suge Knight's house was just about next door to the gate.
Okay, so just for our edification though, it looks like there is a, would that be an airport that's right there to the left?
Yes, Harry Reid Airport.
Okay, and the major cross streets that would be the area which we're talking about here, would that be what, Sunset and Eastern?
Tamiyasu runs to Sunset, and Eastern is to this direction.
Now, I'm gonna show you now what's already been marked and admitted as Defense Exhibit AAA. Is this a closer image of the area that we're talking about?
Yes.
All right, can you point to the jury where that area is?
Sunset Park. So this would be this is Suge Knight's area here. That should be Tamiyasu.
Okay. And then just one final image here. I'm showing you what's been admitted to by stipulation, ZZ. Can you describe or tell the jury what we're looking at here?
Mr. Stamp,
This
this
is
isn't
the-
admitted.
Tamiyasu would
I'm
run
sorry.
up to
Sir, Mr. Mayor, I'm talking for Vixen.
Yes, I apologize. Mr. Sampson and I stipulated to all of these maps. I think maybe he didn't make the best record about that. So, but all of the maps that he has, we agreed to by stipulation.
Okay,
Sorry,
it's admitted via stipulation. Go ahead.
thank you. And that's ZZ. Go ahead, sir.
yes, this would be Tamiyasu, and Suge Knight's house would have been just on the north of the main gate that we were working that night.
Okay, and that's all we need for you for that purpose. Now, in terms of what your job was that night, what were you assigned to do?
Apparently, there had been other parties following Mike Tyson fights at Suge's house, and the HOA or association had some issues with the number of people and the number of uninvited guests that showed up and they wanted to have some police officers there to help keep the peace.
All right, and can you tell us what you were wearing on that particular night?
I was wearing a uniform,
All right.
police uniform.
And when you were there, were you able to notice any of the traffic of vehicles going in and out of the residence area?
Yes.
Can you describe for us any of the vehicles that had either gone in or out of the resident area?
Yes. At approximately about 10:10, 10:15, Suge Knight driving a BMW, blue BMW, with Tupac in the passenger seat, came to the gate, and followed by, I believe, probably 5 or 6 other vehicles in line, which I described in my OR report.
Okay. Now, just to make sure I'm clear with the R report, you don't have to do that right now, but with regards to your R report, is that something that you do as a police officer, is write a report?
Yes.
Now, in this case, obviously, you're just helping with potentially a party that takes place. There's no party that takes place, right?
No.
Were you asked by anyone to write a officer's report after your time working on this particular night?
Yes, I was. I don't recall who that was. So, yeah.
That's fine. And so the officer's report you wrote, fair to say that that's something that you have done throughout your career as a police officer?
Absolutely.
And what's the reason for an officer's report?
Documentation, so that in the future you have something to go on if need be.
Now, with regards to your recollection for that night, did you, what were the other vehicles that you remember entering into the residence area of Suge Knight and leaving the area of Suge Knight's residence?
Well, Suge and Tupac were there approximately 30 minutes, and they exited back out, followed by a cream-colored Cadillac, compact vehicle that was occupied by 4 females, and a few other vehicles that I had referred to my officer's report on. But later on, following the time that Tupac and Suge left, Mike Tyson showed up as a passenger in a Bentley, followed by another Bentley that I believe was Don King's son. And we informed them that Suge Knight had told us that the party was no longer going to happen. And then they turned around and left.
I see. And then your report was written, how long after the event that occurred that you're telling us did you write your report?
It's dated the 19th of that month.
All right. Thank you, sir. I have no further questions.
Mr. Jacqueline, you may cross.
Lieutenant, you wrote this report at the direction of homicide?
I'm not sure. It might have been the PIO's office or someone investigating the case.
On the second page of your report, it shows this was copied to Detective Brent Becker, P number 2838/homicide. So
Okay.
this would have been something that you would have sent to homicide to let them know this information.
Yes.
Now, in looking at your report, you indicate that, would you agree with me that at 21:30 hours, it's you and Officer Quick that are actually at the residence of Mr. Knight talking to somebody there, and Mr. Knight's not home?
No.
Then you say at 2200 hours, Officer Schmidt and Height were at the guard gate
Yes.
when the cars came in.
When they started to come in, yes.
And then at 22:15 hours or 20 hours is when you arrive at the gate.
Yes. Approximately, yes.
And at 22:30 hours is where Suge Knight driving a black BMW with Tupac Shakur in the driver's seat, followed by the rest of the caravan, leave the residence.
Yes.
Now, what you received today, I believe you have there is a 2-page report, and mine's a lot have a bunch of attachments to it, so I just want
Do
to
they
show you.
report? No.
So that appears to be your two-page report.
The officer's report.
There you go, look at the front. Is that your officer's report?
Yes.
Okay. And then behind it has basically all the various special assignments going on that night in the valley. You need your
Okay.
glasses to look at that.
Yeah, I hadn't seen this.
All right.
Okay.
And that's just Metro kept record of all the various special events that evening and who was assigned where in case we need to
Correct.
look into that later.
Correct, yeah.
And then after that, there appears to be the gate log with the plate numbers of all the vehicles that were going in and out of that particular gate.
Okay.
Does that look accurate?
I haven't seen it. I've never seen it.
By looking at that, does this suggest to you that Metro Homicide in 1996 followed this lead and followed up on it?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor, as to leading.
It's a cross-examination.
Oh, yeah, you're on cross.
I'm on cross.
Sorry, this is weird. Yeah.
Overruled.
Thank you, I have nothing. Oh, and when that white Cadillac left that guard gate, it was occupied by two black males as well.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Stamp, anything further on getting redraft?
Yes, Your Honor, just with regard to the last question that was asked by Mr. DiGiacomo, sir, he says that it was a white Cadillac. It was either white or cream, as far as you know. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
That's what you wrote in your report.
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions.
All right, anything further, Mr. DiGiacomo?
No.
On cross. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, any questions for this witness? We may have one. A question from one of our jurors. Could you say what model of caddy?
I don't recall that.
Okay. Anything further, Mr. Sam?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. DiGiacomo?
No, you're.
Okay, thank you, sir. You are free to go.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the defense would like to call Dan Long to the stand.
Okay.
You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this section shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Dan Long, DANLONG.
Thank you, sir. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Sam.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Long, taking your attention back 30 years to September of 1996. How were you employed?
Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
And at the time, what was your assignment?
I was a detective in gang crimes.
Do you recall the night of September 7th, 1996?
I do.
What were you doing at that particular time?
I was on a gang enforcement team, and we had stopped a bunch of juvenile males about a block, more than a block, to the east and to the south. We had been requested to patrol that area because there had been some incidents and they wanted to know if these were gang members. We had stopped them. We were talking to them. They were not gang members. And then we heard a volley of gunshots.
Okay, and when you say to the east and south, where exactly to the east and south are we talking about?
Sorry, Koval and Flamingo. We are one block to the east and we were on a side street to the south. That area doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. Showing you a map here, an aerial photograph. This is defense exhibit YY. Do you recognize this this map or this aerial photograph?
Yes.
Okay, and what is this of?
It's Flamingo and Sandhill, I'm sorry, Flamingo and Koval is where the shooting occurs. The airport's right to the south. Carriage House is just to the south of where the shooting occurs. And we were, if you zoom in, I could show you where we were.
Here's what we'll do. If you could just step out of your chair, just get out next to the screen. I'm gonna get this a little closer for everyone to see so we can figure out where you're at. Does this help?
All right. There's an area here that's been bulldozed. You can see where the streets and the alleys had been right here. There used to be an apartment complex right there. There was one alley, 2 streets, and the area command that had that area wanted us to check to see if these were gang members. We went in, we stopped some juvenile males. They were not gang members, they were just juvenile males. While we were standing there talking to these males, we heard a volley of gunshots. We didn't want to talk to these males anymore, so we jumped in our vehicles and we moved to the shooting scene.
Okay. And what you're pointing at for the jury, just for the record, is the intersection of Koval and Flamingo?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, fair to say, of course, you're there conducting your business as a member of the gang unit.
That's correct.
You weren't there for overflow or anything to do with special events
No.
for the fight?
No.
Okay. Now, for some of us who weren't around during this time period, can you describe for us a little bit about the activity that was going on at the time in terms of the streets and people walking around when you heard the shots being fired?
It was packed. It was extremely, there was people everywhere, people walking, traffic was fully backed up. We had to get into the intersection, we had to use, we were in non-marked cars. So we were in plain cars. We moved into the intersection using red lights and sirens. We moved across, people were waving at us and pointing. There was a vehicle there that became of interest to us. Some girls had been shot at. While we had gotten out to talk to them and find out what was going on, we had no idea this was attached to anything. One of the guys on my team, Dino Kelly, found some cartridge cases in the street. So we started moving our vehicles in the area to block off traffic so they wouldn't get run over and putting up yellow tape.
Now, once again, were you in charge of the investigation of either the shooting or the eventual homicide?
No.
All right, so at the time in 2000 or 1996, you were anything other than your gang unit detective?
Right, and at that time, we had found a shooting scene. We don't know what we have. So we're just securing the scene in case there are victims. And then we would find out what was going on.
At some point in the future, though, as you progress in your career, did you ever at any point leave the gang unit?
Yes.
And what did you do after that?
In 2000, I was invited to test to go into homicide. I then tested for homicide and went into homicide.
And what year was that?
2000.
Now, during
Homicide and went into homicide.
and what year was that?
2000.
Now, during the time that you were in homicide, that would have been from 2000 to roughly when?
I retired from the department in 2017.
So you spent 17 years in homicide.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, during the time period that you were in homicide, were you ever assigned the case involving the Tupac murder?
Yes.
Okay. You had to stay a little bit. I just want to make sure. You were given the assignment at some point.
Yes, I was. 2004, my sergeant, Kevin Manning, handed me the file and said I would follow up any further leads.
All right. And can you explain to us a little bit about how that works? You're a detective. The file had been with somebody else prior, Detective Becker.
Yeah, Detective Becker and Detective Mike Franks.
And now you have the file. So
Yes.
what do you do as a detective when you're handed a file that's already been worked on?
You read it. You read it. I went through the pictures. I then discussed it with my sergeant. I went down to California. There was a lot in that file, and I didn't know Compton very well. I didn't know Compton at all. So I went down. I had ridden in the gang unit with gang detectives, and I knew them still. So I called and said, "Can you take me around and show me these things?" So we drove around Compton. They showed me houses where the Compton Crips lived. They showed me where Orlando Anderson died. They showed me a lot of different things. And Compton was very small, but it was very impacted with gangs.
Now, during this time period, can you describe for us a little bit about was there still an interest in the murder of Tupac at the time that you took over the case? Meaning, was there media attention? Maybe not to the level it was in the beginning, but was there still issues with regards to access to the file and that kind of thing?
Yes, there was.
And
Now I know where you're going.
yeah, and what I mean by that initially is that even in Metro, was there any concerns on your part about unauthorized access to the file?
Not by me. I wasn't concerned, but my lieutenant had become concerned and wanted to sequester the file away from everybody else because there was a lot of people going in and looking. Very, very famous person.
And with regards to the going in and looking, can you describe to the jury what type of activity we're talking about here in terms of going in and looking?
I didn't do any investigation in this, but my lieutenant told me that people had been going in and being curious, looking at the file.
Did you at any point, was there any measures that was taken to preserve the safety and security of that file?
Yes.
What were those measures?
They locked down the file itself, which was the hard copy of the file. We used to, at that time, we were on a computer drive called the F drive, which turned out to be too small. And they later moved it to another drive because homicide just kept growing. So they changed the way I did my reports. I would hand them in and they were secure.
Okay. Now, we talk a little bit about reports. What reports are we talking about here?
The one that popped into my mind, the very first one, there was supposedly this was an anonymous tip that there was a rolling 60 apartment over on Reno that was slinging drugs, and that the people that shot Tupac had driven up to this apartment and handed the gun off for drugs. I then attempted to locate, usually gangs are going to rent an apartment, they're going to rent it in the girl's name. So I was looking, and I'm talking 8 years after the fact. I'm talking about trying to find an apartment rented by a girl that has association with the Rolling 60s. I never found it. So I couldn't track down the 60s that may have the gun that would be attached to the killing of Tupac.
I see. And during the time that you were performing your duties as the detective on this particular file, did you ever keep your own officer's reports?
Yes.
And just explain for us a little bit about your, common course of how you would do that.
An officer's report is like who, what, when, where, why. So you say that there was an anonymous tip. Let's just talk about this tip. Anonymous tip at this date. I did these phone calls, met with this apartment complex and couldn't locate anybody that was attached to the rolling 60s in any fashion. So it literally would be an officer's report that's maybe a paragraph. There was another tip that the gun had been dropped from the shooting vehicle that went back to California that night, and it was on the side of the road. Ridiculous. But 8 years later, we went out and we walked that section of the freeway, both sides, looking for a gun. We didn't find one. That officer's report was about a sentence. And those kind of things, those kind of things are the things that we were trying to run down.
All right, and so in terms of officer reports, fair to say that there would be a lot of officer reports of your efforts in this particular investigation?
Those officers' reports don't exist anymore that I could find.
Okay, and why is that?
From what I was told was when we moved from the F drive to the H drive, those reports had to be scanned, and at some process they were lost.
So what we're relying on, clearly, it would be your recollection of what you remember from that time period.
Correct.
Okay. And once again, if you don't remember, you don't remember.
Okay.
Okay. Now, at some point, though, you have an opportunity to interact with law enforcement officers in Compton. Or is it, no, I'm sorry, at that particular point, it would have been the sheriff's department, LA Sheriff's.
Yes, I usually went directly to LAPD, but yes, the sheriff's office also.
LAPD. Can you tell us a little bit about any interaction you might have had with them, specifically about a firearm?
You're talking about the 06?
Yes.
Yeah. I received a phone call from the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department saying that there was a gun recovered by Compton PD in 1998. The yard of 1301 Sloan, which is inside the Compton area, the Compton Crips area, I should say. And they believe that this gun was supposedly buried in the backyard, and it was turned over to the Compton Police Department. The Compton Police Department dissolved. And so the Sheriff's Department was starting to run all these guns through ATF and ballistics. And they believe this may be the gun that we were looking for. They were fairly adamant that this was the gun that we were looking for, that was the murder weapon of Tupac. I then made a drive to LA with my sergeant. We picked up the gun. They had it in a evidence box. I signed a receipt to them that they kept. I then drove the gun back to Las Vegas, drove it directly to our ballistics lab, and I turned the gun over to Jim Krylo. I then filled out a request to have that ballistics tested against the gun that was used to kill Tupac. Before I managed to drive back to the office, I received a phone call and they told me it was not the gun. I told him that he wanted me to come back and impound it and put it into our evidence vault. I told him I'd come back in the morning and I would pick up the gun and I would take it back to LA because it may be of interest to LA in another crime.
Okay. And outside of that particular incident, were there any other instances where you found what potentially could be the gun in this situation and had it tested?
Myself, no, but there were thousands of guns that were tested.
And as far as you know, as the responsible detective at that time, were any of those thousands of guns come back with a hit or match to the spent cartridge casings that we found in the scene?
No.
Now, in addition to that, at some point in the future, you travel to California again to conduct an interview.
Yes, sir.
That would have been in 2009.
Correct.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about who was there in that interview?
Sure. Myself and my lieutenant, Lou Roberts, made a drive after I received a phone call saying that there's somebody that wanted to give information about Tupac and Tupac's murder. We then drove down on the morning of September 9th. They wanted us to meet them at the HIDA office, which is at 1340 West 6th Street in LA, which is about 6 blocks from Plaza One. We met them there. I would then met Detective Darren Dupree, and he told me that Duane Davis, also known as Keffe, was in the interview room. He had his attorney present, whose name was Wayne Higgins, and we were going to go in and he was going to give me information. And he further explained that Keffe had got caught with a large amount of narcotics and was trying to work off those charges.
Now, sir, and just to cut you off at that part, I apologize. But with regards to that information, at some point you conduct an interview in that room.
Yes, sir.
With Mr. Davis.
With Mr. Davis, with his attorney. My lieutenant didn't want to go in, so Darren Dupree agreed to go with me.
All right. And there was a recording. Did you record the meeting?
I did.
Okay. And is that just standard operating procedure for what you do as a detective?
Yes, I was told that they were going to record it also, but I wanted to record it myself. That way I have it in my hands.
Okay. And during the course of that meeting, you learned information, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about the interaction here? Were you ever asked to leave the room?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us why you were asked to leave the room?
Mr. Davis became very nervous. I was asking questions that he didn't feel comfortable with, which is to be expected. And he asked me to leave the room. He wanted to talk to his attorney and he wanted to talk to Detective Dupree. I then stepped out of the room for not very long, and then they asked me to come back in.
Was there ever a time that you left the room and was accompanied by Mr. Dupree and only had Mr. Higgins and Mr. Davis in the room by themselves?
I don't recall that.
So every time you left, Mr. Dupree was in the room with Mr. Higgins and Mr. Davis?
Yes, sir.
Now, at some point, you were able to learn some information.
From Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
When you came back, did you corroborate any of the information?
I tried.
Okay, and what did you do? What efforts did you make?
During the interview, Mr. Davis indicated first that Orlando Anderson, or Baby Lang, had been beat up at the MGM, which we all had video on. I think everybody on the planet has seen this video. He was complaining that his arm was either broken or out of socket. He first told me that they had gone back to California and had gone to the hospital in California. But he said they went to the hospital on Maryland Parkway, and the hospital on Maryland Parkway is Sunrise, and that he had gotten a sling for his arm. So I filled out a subpoena, and I wanted to know if Orlando had signed in, was examined in any fashion. And now we're talking, this is 2009. We're talking about somebody coming into the emergency room in 1996. So I didn't find anything. They couldn't apply, they couldn't give me anything with Orlando's name on it. We were looking into, there was a rented Cadillac, rented in Compton by a friend of the gang. Her name was, or her daughter's name, there was a woman by the name of Harris. And first name could have been Teresa, could have been Tessa. And again, we're talking multiple years later. But I called down trying to locate a Cadillac that was rented in 1996. They said it was a friend of the gang. So it's very possible that there was no paperwork on it. But we're going to try. I called multiple rent-a-car places because he couldn't remember which rent-a-car place it was. I never found anything connected to that date or those dates around that for a four-door white Cadillac. of any kind.
Now, in addition to that, sir, did you ever run at some point any names to determine, sort of help you out with the landscape of who's who and what's what? For instance, did you ever run a name by the name of Darnell Brim?
Oh, you're talking about before the interview.
Yes.
When I received the call that we were going to go down and do an interview, I ran everybody that was in the file. And the purpose of that being is if I'm in the middle of an interview and he mentions somebody, I might have information, this person's in jail, this person's dead, this person's in prison. Those could be very useful to me in the middle of an interview. When I go into the interview, I'm going to be acting very non-informed. I don't know anything. Please tell me. So he's like, okay, we were going after, we're talking about Pac. Okay, who's Pac? Well, Tupac, Shakur. Okay, so I'm going to do that through the entire interview. But if I have more names and more information, I at least know what he's talking about so I can direct him in the right direction to give me a full name or a full description, whatever it may be. So I ran quite a few people before I went down there.
Okay. So at some point you leave that interview and you come back to Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Were you ever aware that in 2008, Mr. Davis gave a proffer to the FBI, DEA, Compton PD, LAPD?
While I was there,
Yes.
no. I was told that he had been, Duane Davis was arrested on a major drug case, and he was facing the rest of his life in prison. And he was trying to work that case off. So when I was sitting out there and I learned that he's sitting there with his attorney, I'm like, he's not going to tell me anything. And they're like, well, he's trying to work this off and it's about Tupac. And I'm like, all right, let's try this. So we went in, but we finished, we made a drive over to Plaza One, then we left. I received some phone calls at that point and received more information when we got back to Vegas that there could be possibly a proffer, which made no sense to me.
Now, just one final question for you, and it's unrelated to anything that we've asked so far.
Sure.
The question is this: are you aware of a program here in town called Barry's Boxing?
I've heard of it.
Okay, I have no further questions, John.
Mr. DeJacque.
Detective, how are you?
Good. How are you, Mark? I'm Mr. DeJacque.
You went to homicide in 2000, correct?
That's correct.
And Mike Franks and Brent Becker, well, I guess Mike probably retired before Brent left the unit, correct?
Well, he trained me for a while. Mike was preparing to retire, so the desk I was going to get was his. And I was trying to soak up as much as I could from him because he was a very, very senior detective. Him and Brent Becker were very, very good detectives, so I was trying to suck up as much as I could. That was the squad I was going to anyway.
And when Sergeant Manning hands you the Tupac file, you already had an understanding from Mike Franks and Brent Becker of who you thought was in the car.
Yes, sir.
And when Mr. Davis in 2009 tells you that, it's the same people.
Yes, sir.
I think Mr. Sanft maybe missed one of your trips to Compton prior to, I guess, November of 2004 when he died. In early 2004, did you try and make contact with Big Dre Smith?
Yes.
And describe that for us.
I was with actually a gang squad, and this is during the time when you can read it all. You can read all this information, but it's better if you go down there and look at it. Especially, so I went down to look at it. They were taking me on a tour, most of Compton. They took me to the car wash where Orlando died, that kind of thing. While we were driving by the Emerson Elementary School, which is right in the center of the Compton Creek turf. Some of the guys I was driving in the back seat and taking notes. They said, "There goes Big Dre, DeAndre Smith," which is somebody that's obviously in Brent Becker's files. And he was walking through the field, the grass field. So I was like, "Well, stop, let me talk to him." You gotta try. I had no probable cause. I had no legal right to make a stop. I'm not even in my jurisdiction, but I can try. So I stepped out of the car and I said, "Mr. Smith, I'm Detective Long from Las Vegas." And he said, "F you and F off." He's not censoring what he said. And he just lumbers across the field. So I had no reason to stop him. So I just waited.
Now, in 2009, you wind up in a room with Mr. Davis, and your belief is he's trying to work off charges.
Yes,
What
sir.
does that mean?
He's looking at the rest of his life in prison for what they had caught him with. So if he gives substantial information about cases, and that's what they had brought him in for, was to give information about cases. One of the cases was the Wallace case, Notorious B.I.G. During this part of it, he started telling them about Tupac, and this is in 2008, I believe. So that's what I was told.
But essentially, and I want to talk about specifically, what is just working off your charges? Does Metro have certain rules, let me ask you, about working off charges and how you work off charges?
Yes, and a non-victim crime, you can work off charges. You can't work off a murder, you can't work off a sexual assault, those are victim crimes. If you have a victim, you can't work off those charges. But if you have something else that, like a lot of drugs, you could work off maybe the amount of years you're going to do by giving substantial case information on other cases. So that's what I believe that Mr. Davis and his attorney were trying to do, was to knock off a certain amount of time off of what he was going to spend in prison.
And or at least you believe, you'd agree with me, that Mr. Davis was a suspect in your homicide, not a witness.
Yes, sir.
And by the end of that interview, what is your intent?
My intent was to drive back to Las Vegas, type up a warrant for an arrest, clear it with the district attorney, and have Mr. Davis arrested for murder.
Now, at that point, did you and members of my team have an opportunity to actually listen to the recording?
Yes, sir.
And we heard the section where you're not in the room, correct?
That's correct.
And then, so did we give you some direction?
Yes. So this is several weeks after I'd come back. This is several weeks after I'd come back from California with the recording. So we brought the recording and the transcription over. The DA reviewed it, and they invited me over, and they told me that they were not going to go forward with prosecution at that time because
Let me ask
a lot of complications.
Let me ask it this way. Were you directed to find out the circumstances of why it was that a suspect in our homicide was in a room with his lawyer and a task force officer having that conversation?
Yes, sir.
And at this point, you've been told there might be a proffer somewhere out there in 2008.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And proffers are between lawyers and sovereigns, correct?
That's correct.
So it's either got to be the U.S. Attorney's Office or the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office, but it certainly wasn't the state of Nevada or the Clark County District Attorney's Office.
That's correct.
And did you make efforts to find out from Wayne Higgins what the nature of that agreement was between him and some other sovereign?
Yes, Mr. Higgins as well as others. Yes,
And you would agree with me that Mr. Higgins wouldn't return our calls.
That's correct.
Did you attempt to contact U.S. Attorney Seawright?
Yes,
And you would agree with me, Mr. U.S. Attorney Seawright, at least at that time, would not return our calls.
correct. Would not speak to me.
And by the time, well, let me ask you this. Based upon that situation, did you get directed to reach out to Darren Dupree to see if we could get leverage on the driver, Terrence Brown?
Yes, I did reach out to Detective Dupree and Clarence Brown is a gangster operating in Compton, California. So he's going to be committing crimes. I asked him if he gets arrested for whatever reason to give me a call, and I want to come down and talk to him. Yeah.
And ultimately, that never happens. You never get a phone call saying, hey, we got Bubble Up in custody. Come down here. Let's interview Bubble Up.
Correct. Bubble Up is the street name for Mr. Brown.
And so by the time you retire in 2017, we have no statement from Bubble Up.
No.
And we still don't know the circumstances surrounding why those three people were in a room talking to you.
No, I believed I did at that time, but obviously I didn't.
Thank you. Nothing further.
Redraft.
Sir, can you tell us who from the district attorney's office you were speaking to during that time period?
Mostly it would be Pam Werkerly.
Who was the other United States or the district attorney as well besides Pam Merkley?
The entire MVU.
Was Mr. Gerard DiGiacomo one of those individuals?
Yes, sir.
Now, at the time, who was the elected district attorney? Was it?
Mr. Wolfson.
Was it Steve Wilson?
Yes.
Now, not David Roger?
No, I don't believe he was there anymore.
All right. Now, your testimony here is that you had every intention when you came back to charge the case.
Yes, sir.
And when you came back, you reached out to the district attorney's office and you said, hey, we think we should charge this case.
Yes.
And they did not immediately give you a response as to what they were going to do.
No, they told me to stand down and they were going to review it. I got the information to them as quickly as I could. It had to be typed up by one of our secretaries, but I did make sure they got the audio as quick as they could. There was plenty of probable cause to arrest for murder.
Sure. Now, just for the jury's identification, probable cause is not beyond reasonable doubt. Fair?
I'd say that again. I'm sorry.
Probable cause is not beyond reasonable doubt, right?
No, that's what we do here.
That's correct. And in terms of the information that you had learned at the time that you met with Mr. Davis, did you verify any of that information?
Let's say it again. I'm sorry.
Did you verify any of the information in that recording in 2009 that Mr. Davis said?
I wasn't able to.
And once again, verification meaning corroboration, right?
That's correct.
In fact, I think on the recording, you had told Mr. Davis a couple times, look, even though what you're telling me you might say is the truth, I still need to corroborate this information.
That's correct.
And that would have been your standard operating procedure with anyone telling you anything.
That's correct.
So for instance, as you're sitting here right now, do you have any?
I'm going to object to leading. It's his witness.
I'm sorry, I'm so
It's
used
hard,
to it.
I know.
Let me ask it this way.
Better rephrase.
Yes, I'll rephrase. Did you make, was there any information did you ever receive about whether or not Mr. Davis was in Las Vegas in September of 1996?
Well, objection leading.
He can say yes or no. Overrule.
Did I?
And was there, did you ever have, when you reviewed the file in this case, were there any people calling in saying that they did it? They did the murder?
Sure.
I mean, can you give us a number or an amount?
There was a lot. There was quite a few. I mean, I had information that Bill Clinton had him killed. I mean, there was no, we did not follow up. There was a lot of calls, a lot of people claiming to have been involved. No.
And fair to say
Most of
though,
the time, they couldn't get any of the information correct.
right. And so when you're determining, for instance, a confession, what are you looking for? Like if someone says, I confess to this, what information do you use to determine whether it's correct or not?
They're like, what kind of vehicle were you in? How did the shooting occur? What kind of firearm was it? Where did you go from there? What preceded it? How did you, all of it. I mean, anything that you can find as in facts, you want to connect to them. I'm behind the 8 ball because I'm 15 years after the fact or 14 years after the fact trying to corroborate different things. But I mean, I made the attempts.
And with regard to the information that we're talking about here, was any of the information you're sharing with us already available to the public?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there was information that's out there. I mean, there was so much interest in the case. I'm sure there was.
No, just finally, in terms of your reaching out to people, Mr. Seawright, who was he?
The Attorney General of California.
And the district attorney's office requested that you reach out to the Attorney General of California?
They were going to do it. I was going to do it. Whoever could do it, which could be great.
And then in terms of the other people, Mr. Dupree or Detective Dupree, when was the first time you ever met Mr. Dupree or Detective Dupree?
I'm not positive.
Was it in the meeting at 2009?
No, I met him before that.
Can you give us sort of an estimation as to when that was?
A couple of years before. I think it had to do with one of the gun trip. I think is when I met him.
And just for my edification, with that gun, was it a real gun?
Yeah, Glock 40. There's a lot of Glock 40s out there. I had no idea there was that many.
Thank you. I have no further questions. Thank you, sir.
Real briefly. Well, Mr. Sam said, were you able to corroborate information that Mr. Davis gave you? You're talking about information you didn't already know, correct?
Correct.
There was a substantial amount of information in this file that Mr. Davis, Mr. Brown, Mr. Anderson, and Mr. Smith were in the car the night when the murder occurred.
Yes. The way I took when he asked me that is, did I do cooperation? Brent Becker and Mike Franks, the original detectives, corroborated a lot of different things. I didn't specifically go back in time and do what they did.
You were relying upon the information they already had. So when Mr. Davis is telling you this story, it's not like the crazies that are calling saying, I killed Tupac or Tupac's still alive or all any of that stuff.
That's correct.
Nothing further.
Any redirect? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, any questions for Detective Long? If you have a few.
Hey, truth tellers. You're watching Truth Talks Live. We are on day 9 of the Tupac Shakur murder trial. We are on the defense side and they're taking a quick break, but right at lunchtime, we have something very exclusive for you. We are going to be playing exclusive audio from Knight calling from prison, and he's detailing how and when he found out from Keffe D that Keffe D killed Tupac. It's very contrary to everything we've been hearing in this trial. And he just did this speaking out probably in the last 24 hours.
One more question.
All right. Hit us in the chat and let us know your city.
would be good.
When your lieutenant said too many people were going into the Tupac murder file, what did they mean?
Yeah, good question. Officers were curious, and they would go in and see what was in there because there was a lot of stuff in social media. So they were going in to look and read. So he decided that wasn't going to happen anymore because information could get out. So he locked it down.
Were you the only one assigned to Tupac's case?
In 2004, Sergeant Manning handed me the case to do any follow-up. There was a full squad I was on, 6 detectives and a sergeant. All of them were available to help. And we had some very experienced, very talented detectives on the squad. So I would lean on them. Everybody's curious, why would they hand the case to a rookie? But I had access to some very, very experienced, excellent detectives.
Were you able to interview everyone who occupied the cream or white Cadillac? Or is alleged to?
No, I tried to talk to Big Gray, DeAndre Smith. He died that same year. Orlando died in 1998 in a shootout at a car wash. And Mr. Brown died in, I believe it was 2015.
Did you ever interview Suge Knight about the shooting during the interview process?
I tried. I had a partner that had played football with him and knew him very, very well. And I was complaining that I could never even talk to Suge on the phone. So my partner says, oh, I can make a phone call. We can have it right now. And he made a phone call, talked to Suge, and Suge hung up on it. So it was same old, same old.
Do you know which arm was hurt, right or left arm, for Orlando Anderson?
No, I do not. Sorry.
Were you able to verify and confirm Mr. Davis was actually in the white Cadillac Black the night of Tupac's murder? Yes, that's the question. Sorry, the handwriting.
I'm sorry, can you read it again?
Yeah. Were you able to verify and confirm Mr. Davis was actually in the white Cadillac the night of Tupac's murder?
By Mr. Davis telling me that he was in a white Cadillac on the night of the murder. And that the shooting came from that same white Cadillac.
Any follow-up based on that, Mr. Saft?
But no actual facts outside of what Mr. Davis told you.
No.
No further questions, Jack.
Mr. DeJacco?
No.
All right, you are excused. Thanks, Detective Long.
Thank you. The fireworks this time.
Mr. Saft, any additional witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Do you rest?
We do, Your Honor.
State any rebuttal witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
So not reopened your case. Okay, so at this time, the presentation of the evidence in this case is closed. What we have to do amongst ourselves is settle the law that applies to this case. And we are going to have everyone back on Monday at 9 a.m. for closing arguments. Please, during the recess, you're admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourselves or with anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report or commentary on the trial of any person connected to this case by any medium of information, including without limitation, newspaper, television, internet, and radio, or form or express any opinion on any subject connected with the trial until it is submitted to you. Please rise for the jury, everyone.
So, truth tellers, that concludes our case in chief. It looks like we're going to have closing arguments on Monday. Today is Thursday, August 27th. I'm not sure what we're doing tomorrow, but she said closing arguments will be on Monday, and we will have them right here. As you are watching this, I'm getting ready to put on exclusive audio from Suge Knight, specifically talking about KPD and everything that KPD is alleging. So I'm going to pull that on now, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Chat. See if we can get this audio. I'm not hearing the audio. Hold on. I'm going to take you right back into court. Apparently, they have.
It's not presentation of evidence, it's just settling the jury instructions, and should be pretty quick. And then the next big thing for everyone watching at home is gonna be closings 9 AM on Monday. Okay, sounds good. All right, we'll see everyone back 9 AM tomorrow.
So we will be back tomorrow at 9 AM, and then closing arguments are going to start apparently on Monday. But we're back tomorrow so that we can give jury instructions, and I think the defense had the last few minute things to say. Here I'm going to roll. I don't know if I have it or not. Uh-oh, the audio's bad. Let me try one more time, guys. Hang with me.
First thing first. I mean, that conversation been out.
Okay. Let me just put this on. Hang in there, folks. Let me share my screen so you can hear this Suge Knight audio.
Keffe D, you know that trial coming up, man. It's around the corner, man. And he officially came out with his defense. He's saying that, you know, Diddy, he put a hit out on you and Tupac, and that's the reason why Tupac got killed in Vegas. So, yeah, man. How you feel about that?
Well, first thing first. I mean, that conversation been out there. He put his truth out there. A lot of other people put their truth out there. Me personally, if it wasn't all the way out there, I wouldn't have no comment on it. But since it's there, I'll tell you this. When I first paroled back in the day, I used to keep a box at the Staples Center. So I'm at the Laker game, fuck with a bitch here and there, got some bitches with me. I saw some fresh air. I see Keffe D. Keffe D was spooked. First thing he told me was they didn't have nothing to do with the killing of my homie. I responded to Keffe D and said, shit, if I thought that I'd be on you already. He said, but I'll give you something that's real true, and I didn't want to tell you because we've been knowing each other, you know, since we was kids. So Keffe D was like, look, I need the money. Puffy and them supposed to give me $1 million. They gave us most of the money, or half of the money. And that's how everything unraveled for is what happened in Vegas. At that time, you know, I'm on parole. I look to the left, look to the right. The whole place is packed. So I'm like, I had to go take a piss. Let's have this conversation in the restroom. You're like, man, I ain't going to that restroom with you. And good thing he did, because even though we was friends, the motherfucker paid you to kill us. I got a bullet in my skull. And And one of the best friends I had ever had in life is Pac.
Stay with us, guys. The audio's kind of glitching a little bit. You're gonna love to hear.
Keffe D, you know that trial coming up, man. It's around the corner, man. And he officially came out with his defense. He's saying that, you know, Diddy, he put a hit out on you and Tupac, and that's the reason why Tupac got killed in Vegas. So, yeah, man. How you feel about that?
First thing first. I mean, that conversation been out there. He put his truth out there.
It doesn't look really realistic.
A lot of other people put their truth out there. Me personally, if it wasn't all the way out there, I wouldn't have no comment on it. But since it's there, I'll tell you this. When I first paroled back in the day, I used to keep a box at the Staples Center. So I'm at the Laker game, fuck with a bitch here and there, got some bitches with me. I step out for a little fresh air. I see Keffe D. Keffe D was spooked. First thing he told me was they didn't have nothing to do with the killing of my homie Buster. And I responded to Keffe D and said, shit, if I thought that, I'd be on you already. He said, but I'm going to give you something that's real true, and I didn't want to tell you because we've been knowing each other, you know, since we was kids. So Keffe D was like, look, I need the money. Them supposed to give me $1 million. They gave us most of the money, or half of the money. And that's how everything unraveled for is what happened in Vegas. At that time, you know, on parole, I looked to the left, looked to the right, the whole place is packed. So I had to go take a piss. Let's have this conversation in the restroom. You're like, man, I ain't going in that restroom with you. And good thing he didn't, because even though we was friends, but if motherfucker paid you, I got a bullet inched in my skull. And one of the best friends I had ever had in life is Pac. And he ain't here. I'm gonna get the fuck out that nigga in that restroom. You know, my blood was boiling. Somebody should always say. But at the same time, I am an intelligent, wise man and businessman. Since I can't do nothing to him, I might as well get him to ask some questions. So I doubled back on him and said, what you mean? He said, well, look, Puffy used to come to the hood. He said, you can ask James. You know, him and James always been good friends, you know. James is the one who went through some things and been tampered with. But it's not about James getting tampered with. It's about the conversation Keffe D told me that when he told James. They baby mamas was best friends. So Rag James, when Keffe said he told Rag James that, look, it's big money in this. Only thing put on is pay $1 million to have both of them killed. He told me that. He said it was, according to him now, According to him, he said it was security that accepted money, participated in it, and it was so-called homies. So he laid it out to me in a way that he's feeling disgusted, saying that it wasn't just him, it wasn't just Puffy. He named names, named people. Usually when people name names the way he was naming names, I believe him, because I'm talking just to be talking. I felt he was also coming straight because there was a big war behind that. A war that they lost. I think it was a war that destroyed their neighborhood. So that's being said, I know what I know being there. I know later on when people told lies or never told me the truth. I know that later on when I found out certain people was suspect in assassination of Tupac, an attempted assassination on me. I know from conversations that if somebody was a suspect, one of the first things they should have did was told me. I know what Frank told me. I know what I had to go through to basically have the homies find Frank and pretty much kidnap Frank. I wouldn't use the word kidnap, but made Frank drive back to the house in Roosevelt just to have a conversation with me.
What is niggas talking
I
about?
know that Frank also told me that
For 46 minutes.
the reason why he wasn't asking his phone or walkie-talkie is because the head of security told him don't, and if he come back to the house, something's gonna happen to him. Beat up, they kill him. But he said that's why he was avoiding this. I know when I talked to Frank, I was aggressive rather, to get the truth. I know when I asked Frank why he didn't carry his gun. I asked Frank why he didn't tell us that he wasn't carrying his gun. I asked Frank, even you carrying your gun for your own protection, you definitely would need your firearm for security for Pop. And I know that Puffy gotta be one nervous motherfucker right now. It's gonna be the trial of the century.
In real time, did you know that it was a hit on your? Anybody tell you anything?
In real time, no one did. So this is the thing that bothers me the most. Getting into it with somebody, no big deal. Having enemies, no big deal. Going to war, no big deal. Getting shot, we all know what we signed up for. But it's a problem when, if you're doing security, and you off duty, and you're getting paid to protect my artists, do your best to protect my artists. If you're getting paid for security, which you was, and if it's true that the police tell you that these off-duty police officers who doing security can't carry their firearms, it should have been brought to the owner of death row, which is me. And I always say that because I could have talked to the man. I could have talked to David Chasno, Oscar Goodman, with Bex Bell, who runs Vegas. Or I could have said, recommend some guys with their CCW to carry a gun to do security for Tupac.